Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of getting started with Linux. Hope you guys have checked out the other 2 videos in this series. Hope you're enjoying them, hope you're learning a lot. Looking for some good feedback. Any ideas for videos you guys have in the future, just comment below. Anything I can help you with, maybe teach you and lead you in the the right direction. Just let me know. I'll do anything I can to help you guys. So this video we're going to be talking about kind of how to create files and directories and how to remove those files and remove those directories as well. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start in the terminal again like we do, guys. Get this popped up here. Let me zoom in for you. Alright. So first command we're going to start with today is going to be the cat command. So cat command a lot of times is used to print out what you see on the screen. It stands for concatenate. So I'm trying to remember if I have any files. Yeah, so I have passwords2.txt on here. So to read that file, I can do cat, then password2.txt, hit enter on that. You're going to see the passwords that's in there. Of course, it's short. Like I said, I made that list just for a quick video that was done in a recent video. So, but also with the cat command is that you can use it to create a file, which a lot of people don't know. Most people use Vim or Nano or even Mousepad. I think one of my favorites is probably Mousepad. So, but we'll talk a little bit about this and kind of move through and teach you guys a little bit more best I can. So, in order to do this, to make a file, you're going to do cat, but this time you're going to put in the greater than symbol. So after the greater than symbol, you're going to type in the word that you want the file to be called. So whatever you want to call it, it's dealer's choice, guys. So it's whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to make mine, we'll say today. Okay, once you do that, hit enter. It's going to drop down. So in this drop down, this is where you're going to type in what you want to be this file, what you want it to say. So I'll do today is a good day to learn Linux. Okay, once I do that, put exclamation mark, I'm going to hit enter. And this, if I want to add another line, I can. I don't have to, but it's just going to drop down so that you can add anything that you want to on there. Once you're done typing and you want to exit the prompt, to get out of this, most stuff you end is going to be with Control C, but in this case we're going to do Control D. That's going to drop us back to our prompt. Now, if we use the command that I taught you guys 2 videos ago called ls, right, so you're going to see here, once I do ls, you're going to see the word today, and it's going to be what? That's going to be another file. So one way to read this is we're going to do cat again. We'll do today. We'll hit enter. It's going to show us what's inside that file. Today's a good day to learn Linux. Awesome. Simple, very easy, user-friendly, great interactive way to kind of do things. Like I said, most people don't use cat command for this. They normally do it just to read a file, but you can make files and update them as well. So say we want to update this, but not like open it all the way up, but kind of like doing an addendum, like a pin to the end of it. So we can do cat again. This time we're going to do greater than twice. And then we're going to put in the file name again, which is today. We'll hit enter. So once we hit enter, we can see we drop down into that kind of interactive thing again today. We can say also today we learned about command. Okay, so once you're done with that, we're going to do the same thing again. Control D. That brings us back to our prompt. We'll ls again. We'll see that nothing's changed here. Still says today. But when we cat that out now, you're going to see it combined it. Today's Good Day to Learn Linux. Also today we learned about the cat command. It kind of just depends to the end of the file and make a separate line for us so that it shows up. So with this, once you cat it out, something else that you can do is if you want to overwrite that file with like new information, we'll go back to the command we used earlier with the 1 greater than, and we'll leave it as today because that's the file that we created. So if I want to change this, let's do, all right, we're back in interactive mode. I'll say everyone should learn Linux. We'll hit Control D to get back to my prompt. If I list that again, you'll see today. I'll cat that out so I can read that file now. Okay, you're going to see everyone should learn Linux. So it removed this from us and we overrode it with what we just typed in with this, using this greater than symbol. So instead of making another new file that said today here, like another file for us to see, it overwrites the one with the same name to say what you just currently put in. So pretty simple. If that's not real clear with you guys, it's okay. I know a lot of this is new for a lot of you guys, but you're welcome to rewind the video, watch it back, slow it down, whatever you need to do. So say we've made this file, say I don't want it anymore. So something you could do to pull this out is going to be the rm command. And what rm is just for remove. So we'll say rm, we'll do today, hit enter. Doesn't look like it done anything. Again, if you've seen my other videos, you know that that's perfectly fine. This is normal. ls. You'll notice now that the file today is gone. It's been removed. So now after that, next command we're going to talk about is we're going to do what's called touch. You can use the word touch to make a new file just the same as you can use cat. Touch is a little easier. You're just basically going to type in touch. Whatever you want the new file name to be, we'll just say new file. Hit enter. Okay, so ls, you're going to see we have a new file here. Now, we can't really cat it because there's nothing in it. It's an empty file. So it's not going to pull anything for us there. So you can use Nano if you want to edit it. You can use Mousepad, whatever you guys are comfortable with. I just learned about Mousepad probably a year or so ago. Before that, prior, I was doing Nano for any file I wanted to make, but I do like Mousepad. I've showed it in some other videos, but with Mousepad, we could do that. We could say new file, and it'll pull that up. And we can type, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna hit file, hit save. Now we can close this. Now if we do ls, you'll see new file here. We'll be able to cat that out. You'll see blah, blah, blah. So that's how you can add to a file that you've made using touch. So I don't need that, so I'm going to use rm again to remove that new file. ls, you'll see that it's gone now. So this is how you create files. So now we're going to talk about making directories. So making directories is really simple. You can do mk, which is make, and then dir, which is directory. So make directory. And we'll give it a name and we'll say my new directory. And then once you do it, you'll hit enter. And then if you ls, you'll see my new directory here in blue. Again, guys, if you've seen other video, blue is directory, white is a file. So my new directory is here. We use the command we learned earlier, cd, to change directory. We're going to switch to that my new directory. And we'll hit enter. And you'll see now that we are in the my new directory that we just created. So there's nothing in this folder because, like I said, it's brand new. You could add files in here if you wanted to do touch or nano or mousepad, cat, however you want to add your new file. Just for variety, we'll do nano. We'll say text to .txt. Hit enter. So this opens up like an interactive mode, kind of like Cat does, but this is more visual. We'll say this is a text, period. So in order to get out of this, we're going to hit Control X for exit. It's going to ask you, do you want to save this? We want to do yes. And this format it's going to save it in, which is text2.txt, which is what we typed in for nano. Just going to hit enter. Go ls in this directory, and you will see your text2.txt. If you want to see what's in that file, you can do cat, tab it out, use your tab to autocomplete, enter. This is a text. So I don't need this file, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that out. And text. Okay, so with directories, it's a little different as far as like remove which I want. Well, I may show you that here in a second. We're going to do how you copy a file and like as far as renaming, because like Windows is pretty simple. You can right click and rename a folder or a file in Windows. Linux is a little different. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Let me make a couple of like test folders or since I just removed that text too. So I want to do touch text 1.txt. I want to do touch. We'll say text 3.txt. If you look at this directory, you'll see both of those are there. Test 3, text 1. So we have two different files inside this directory now. So say I wanted to copy this file so I can have like a duplicate and place it somewhere else that I wanted it to be. So say I wanted it just in my Kali's folder, like when I first come up, like where my downloads and pictures and all that stuff is. So in order to do this, I have my files made. Say I want to copy this test3.txt and I want to put it on my directory just under Kali, not in this my new directory, but I want to be one place above this in the directory. So to do this, I would type in where I wanted it to go, which is home/Kali. Then I'm going to hit enter. Hit ls. You'll still see it's still here because we just done copy. But I'm going to do change directory, go up one, or ls. And now you'll see that test3 is also here under the Kali directory where I wanted it to end up. So, works really well for moving a file. Really simple if you want to make like a copy. Not necessarily just moving, but to make a copy. So, like I said, Linux don't really have a command just for renaming a file like Windows does. But it does have the move command, which move is going to be mv. So, when you move the file, wherever you want to move it to, that's where you do your renaming. So, let's say I want to move, let me go back to the directory, my new, list this. Okay, say I want to move text1.txt to the same area of Kali where I moved test3. And say during that move, I want to rename it something else. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mv. Then I'm going to do the name of the file, which is text1.txt. And I want to name it, let's say text4.txt. So if I leave it here and don't choose a directory to go to and I just hit enter, what that does is renames text1 to text4. So if you want to move across directories, you would do similar to the same as we just done, but let's say I want to name it, let's change this to a 4 since that's my file name now, and I want to name it text5. So what I'm going to have to do in front of this is put the path that I want this to end up. So I would do /home/Kali. Okay. So what this is going to do is it's going to move this text4 that you see here, and it's going to move it from here to Kali, and it's going to change the name to text5. This is similar to the copy command that I showed you a few minutes ago, but this is going to move it and change the name for when it gets there. So with that in, just going to go to the end here, we'll hit enter. We'll do ls. Okay, you'll see now that text4 is gone from my new directory, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to move it from this directory to this directory with this name. So now I'll change my directory and go up one. We'll do ls. And you're going to see text5.txt is now here under my Kali user directory. So that's where it ends up. So you'll be able to find it if you move or you just want to rename a folder. You could also, like I said, rename it where you have it and leave it in the same spot. It does the same thing. So after that, we're going to talk about how to remove directories. So let's remove the directory that we just made, the my new directory. Well, let me clear the screen, clean this up a little bit for you guys. Okay, ls. See, this is my new directory. So I want to get rid of this directory. So unlike removing a file where you do rm, just remove a file, remove a directory is a little different. You'll do rm directory. But you're going to notice with this that we're going to have an issue. So failed to remove my new directory because the directory is not empty. So this is kind of protection built in so that you don't delete a directory full of stuff that you didn't mean to. Like if you wanted to go delete one file and you go and delete that one instead of deleting the whole directory and losing, 15, 20 files, whatever you have in that directory, so you don't lose everything. It's kind of like a safety mechanism. However, if you do want to remove that entire directory, regardless of what's in it, if it's not empty or not, like you don't care, you're just getting rid of it. This is really useful too if you guys are doing pen testing. Sometimes you'll make a directory just for whatever you're testing, like whatever company you're trying to go against, like maybe Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Airbnb, whatever you guys are testing, maybe Bug Bounty. Make a directory separate for them, and then when you're done and everything's kind of cleared away, if you got a bounty, whatever it is, to remove it. It's a lot simpler to remove one directory full of that stuff than trying to go find each individual file scattered everywhere to delete it out. So in order to remove this, we're going to do rm-r, which is recursive. It means just go ahead and take it out. And then we're going to do the directory name. Then we're going to hit enter. And then it looks like normal, like it doesn't look like you've done anything. Like I said before, guys, this is perfectly normal. If you had an issue, it would tell you. We'll do ls. You'll see now that that directory that was here is now gone from the ls that we just ran. So it removed that directory for us. So, guys, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and any questions, reach out down below, let me know. And all the other videos prior to this is going to be linked down below for you guys to go and watch too. If you haven't seen those yet, just be sure to check those out. But thanks for watching.